Court set to rule on Buhari's refusal to hand over to Osibanjo. The Federal High Court in Lagos, presided over by Honorable Justice A.O. Faji, will on Friday deliver judgment in the suit against President Muhammadu Buhari on the legality of his refusal to hand over power to the Vice President Yemi Osibanjo during a UK trip in 2019. Buhari had on April 24, 2019, left the country for what the president described as a private visit. Last May, a Nigerian lawyer, Inibehe Effiong, dragged Buhari and the Attorney General of the Federation, AGF Abubakar Malami, to court over this matter. In the suit with number FHC/L/CS/763/2019, Effiong demanded that the court determines 4 issues. These are whether, in view of the extant provision of Section 145, subsection 1 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended, the first defendant can validly proceed on vacation for any length of time without transmitting a written declaration to the President of the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and the Speaker of the House of Representatives of the Federal Republic of Nigeria to that effect will empower the Vice President to the Federal Republic of Nigeria to perform the functions of the President in an acting capacity. Whether the first defendant's action in proceeding on vacation to the United Kingdom from the 25th day of April 2019 to the 5th day of May 2019 without transmitting the written declaration envisaged in Section 145, subsection 1 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended to the President of the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and the Speaker of the House of Representatives of the Federal Republic of Nigeria is not in conflict with the provision of Section 145, subsection 1 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended. Whether the first defendant, in refusing to adhere to the clear and unambiguous provision of Section 145, subsection 1 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended, has not by that singular action violated his oath of office and the provision of the Constitution which he swore to uphold. Whether the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended or any other law for that matter permits the first defendant to exercise presidential authority over the affairs of the Federal Republic of Nigeria from any country outside the territorial jurisdiction of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, except when he is out of the country on official diplomatic engagements. In response to the suit, Buhari stated that the Nigerian Constitution does not make it mandatory for him to transmit a written declaration except when his vacation would exceed 21 days. Buhari's counter affidavit disposed to on his behalf by Mr. Friday Atu of the Federal Ministry of Justice, read in part, "It is a fact that the 1999 Constitution as amended regulates the performance of the duties of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria in situations where the President is proceeding on vacation or is otherwise unable to discharge his function of office. That it is a fact that where the President embarks on a vacation or otherwise is unable to discharge the function of his office and fails to transmit a written declaration to that effect, he will be considered not to have complied with the Constitution as amended. That the time within which the President has to transmit a written letter to the President of the Senate and the Speaker of the House of Representatives of the Federal Republic of Nigeria is 21 days. that the president's foreign trip lasted for 9 days from April 25th, 2019 to May 5th, 2019. The president did not exceed the 21-day period required by the Constitution. It is in the interest of justice to dismiss the claim of the plaintiff. Buhari asked the court to strike out the suits because the lawyer lacks the locus standi to institute the case. Commenting ahead of the judgment, the applicant Effiong said, "I do not know what the court will decide, but I am confident that tomorrow's judgment will have far-reaching implications for Nigeria, constitutional democracy, and the rule of law. I believe that the sacred role of the judiciary as the guardian of the Constitution will be reshaped one way or the other by this case." So people, this is it. This is what has been going on in the past few days. And the court, the Federal High Court, is about to preside over the matter that has been drawn to the court, where a lawyer, Mr. Effiong, has taken the Federal Republic, Buhari, to court regarding his travel visit to the UK. Well, I want to say that it is actually the right thing to do by taking this case to court. Because I remember when our dear president visited the UK for such a long time without even letting the country know his whereabouts and what he's doing at every particular time. You see, most times, if we as a people don't speak out, like what Mr. Effiong has done, these evils we keep perpetrating in our country. According to the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, which is Section 145, subsection 1, has said that if the president is leaving the country for more than 21 days, he ought to hand over power to his vice president, which is Mr. Yemi Osibanjo. But obviously, the president hasn't done that. And now he's claiming that his visit was not up to 21 days. But people of Nigeria, we all know that our president at some point has left the country for even more than close to 3 months. So, again, looking at our judicial system of Nigeria, it's appalling. It's just unbelievable that the Federal Republic, the federal government, however, controls our judicial system of Nigeria. So in Nigeria, it is more or less impossible to win a case with the government. And which is really, really very bad for us as a people, if we say we're practicing democracy, you see. So, I hope that something good comes out of this lawsuit, you see. And I hope that our nation, irrespective of who it is, the federal government, the government should be able, people should be able to bring the government to book. People should be able to make their cases if we see that what the government is doing is wrong. Because I know in Nigeria, it's not possible for you to take the government to court. But I hope, but for justice to prevail, I think that this case needs to be looked into. Because we've had different times where Mr. President is nowhere to be found. Unfortunately, I'm not talking for or against the president, but I'm saying true life story, what we have encountered, what we have seen in Nigeria. And us as a media outlet, we want to bring our voice out. We want to let the government know that whatever they are doing, the public is looking at them. Whatever steps they take, if they feel some of them feel they are above the law, the public is seeing it, and our voice, we put the government there. So If they are not leading the country in the right direction, and we the people feel the country is not going in the right direction, for example, when we look at security in Nigeria, is appalling. We have to speak out. We have to speak out at this time. Sometimes people say, "Oh, we want to tear Nigeria apart. We want to divide Nigeria." But if you look at it in details, with what is going on, mostly with the insecurity in Nigeria, it ought to happen. So, my people, I don't know what you think. To be honest, I feel this lawsuit is appropriate at this point in time. So at least it will serve as a deterrent to others. So people, the government don't just do what they like. They have to follow the constitution of Nigeria. They don't have to leverage on the law, on the loops, on the loop, on the law. They don't have to. They don't have to leverage on all that. We have to do what is right in Nigeria. So I don't know what your thoughts are, but obviously you can drop your comments, subscribe to us. As this news comes out, we read them firsthand and you get them firsthand, and you know exactly what is happening to Nigeria. Please do not forget to subscribe and to click the notification bell. As this news comes, you get them. Thank you very much. See you later. Bye.